Wow. Looking very nice.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Follow Me, I'm a Foodie India. Today is a very special video. We're on a train.
We're on our way to Pune to meet our new friend Ashutosh, who we connected with through Instagram.
So his mom is cooking us a full-blown traditional Indian meal. We have absolutely no idea what we're gonna eat, but this is gonna be amazing. Let's go.
Very good. Welcome to Pune.
Thank you.
Welcome to Pune. How are you?
The first thing we're trying is aloo. It's like a taro leaf, and then there's some seasoning in there. It's rolled up and fried, and then some sesame seeds on top.
So one of the reasons that we wanted to come try a homemade meal was to get stuff that we can't get anywhere else. I think this definitely falls into that category. This is different than anything I've ever seen. I'm really excited about this. It's crazy. It's got a very chewy texture, but immediately the taro leaf and the spices start to kind of unwind a little bit in your mouth. The more you chew, the more flavor you get. It starts to get a little bit spicy. I'm getting a little bit of that now. This is such a unique thing. First time I've ever had taro leaf, and I really like it.
I like this. I never heard of it until now. I'm so glad we're getting to try it.
So now we're about to have a sliced potato that has been fried in chickpea flour, and then it's got a green chutney that has, it smells like some lemon or even maybe some apple. I haven't tasted it yet, but I'm really excited about this one. Oh wow. That is the best chutney I've ever had in my life.
Yes. The spice hits your tongue immediately. Just kind of like gives it a big bear hug.
It is spicy. It is zesty, it's tangy. It almost has a hint of like an applesauce flavor, which is very, very unique. You throw that potato in there, and it's just like the perfect vessel to shove that chutney into your face.
We're finding out what was inside of it, and this has green chilies, and I think that is why I am in love with it so much. It absolutely is so spicy. So fresh.
I'm a mint chutney guy. I'm not anymore. Whatever that chutney is, that's the kind of guy I am now. So now we've had the welcome drink and the welcome snack, we are about to try some appetizers, and this is what I'm talking about. This is chicken in a black masala with, it's got ginger and fried coconut and all kinds of stuff. Like, just picking it up, it literally fell apart on me. So I am so excited to try this. The smell, guys, is unbelievable.
You guys have been telling us to try a traditional Maharashtrian dish, and we could not have found more traditional than a home-cooked meal. Oh my gosh, the aromas coming off of this. This is so good.
It's tender. And then there's cilantro and some other herbs in this that give it just a tremendous, tremendous amount of flavor. I can't get over the chicken though. It's just cooked so perfectly. The sauce on there adds just this dimension of flavor.
The flavors on here are so fresh. I don't think it can get much fresher than this, other than putting some salad in it. So I'm gonna drop some on top. Looks like maybe some cilantro on here, little onions. Oh, the crunch. Oh my gosh. The textures and the freshness that this adds, I didn't think it could get much fresher. Chad, you have to try it with a salad. It's so, wow. Like, I feel like I'm running out of words. There's not enough good things I can say about this. It's just so good.
I want to try it with this too, even though I don't think that it can be any better at all. I love onions, so I'm doubling up here. That totally changes the texture. These flavors just kind of running a marathon in my mouth. Like they're just going on and on and on. The more I chew, the more I unlock. This little salad is phenomenal, but the star here is this chicken and this sauce or gravy or whatever we've got going on here. It is absolutely amazing. This feels familiar, but at the same time, it's very different than anything I've ever had. This is top quality food here. This is exactly why we came to have a home cooked meal. So good.
The next thing we're trying is a mint chicken. You can see some ginger in here. There's fresh mint and there's some coconut. I'm excited to try this. Whole other flavor profile. Wow. This is so good. This is one of my favorite things here tonight. And that's saying a lot because everything I've tasted is different and so amazing.
So the aroma on this, again, is just unbelievable. I'm a huge mint and a huge coconut fan. So you put those two together and I just already know I'm gonna love this. Wow. This one is incredibly rich. This is like own Ford Mercedes rich. Like this is really rich and delicious.
This, you can taste the spice right away, but you also taste that sweet from the coconut just kind of hiding underneath the spice. And the two of them, wow. Then you throw the mint on there and it just adds that freshness.
It is spicy, but not really. It's sweet, but not really. It's salty, but not really. It's all of these things, and it's just like with every bite, it changes. With every time I chew, it gets more and more complex, more interesting. This sauce on here, I wish I could put this on everything. Like this would be great on pizza, on fried chicken, on really anything. Maybe not dessert, but this is really good.
I think I could live off of this dish alone. This is amazing.
We've had so much food. We're about to have even more. But first we're gonna have a little palate cleanser. So this is a ground nut chutney. And I think it has green chilies in it too. I'm a little nervous about how spicy this is gonna be, but I'm also really, really excited. Wow, that is good.
Fried peanuts and chilies and garlic. I'm really excited to try this. Oh my gosh. I wish this was like a granola bar so I can take it with me everywhere I go. Like something you munch on at work while you're in traffic. If you're having a bad day, you just take a bite and you're back in your happy place.
It's nutty. It's spicy. It's buttery. It almost reminds me a tiny bit of like peanut butter, but like on steroids. Like it has so much flavor. That little bit of kick in it is really, really good. Like this just gave me an idea that might make me rich. Now I want to make green chili peanut butter because that's kind of what I'm picking up here. It is so good though. It's fresh and salty and just really, really good flavor.
The fried peanuts on here distribute so much flavor. And then the chili, this is a perfect amount of chili. It is spicy, but it's like a happy spicy. It's so good. And just the freshness and the textures. God, I love this.
Of all the things that we ate today, this is one of those things that I could see myself eating like on a very, very regular basis. Like if we learned to make this, I feel like this would be something that we would eat a lot. Like instead of popcorn, maybe we would have this. Like this is one of my new favorite snacks. I really, really like this. Now we're having chole batura, and if you've been watching the channel very long, you know that I have fallen in love with chole. I didn't even know that I liked it in the beginning, but when you add it with this batura, I am one of the biggest fans in the world. I think this is like, to me, one of the signature Indian dishes that I absolutely have to have.
I'm really excited to try this because I just saw it get fried, but I know this is the start here, so let's just dunk and go.
This chole looks so good. The smell is a little different than anything I've smelled before when it comes to chole. It has a spice in it that I'm not familiar with, but I can pick up that aroma, and it's really, really intriguing me. Every time.
These are very, very tender. The sauce is not as thick as the other sauces have been, so it really lets this speak for itself. This is amazing.
So we just got a big surprise. A couple extra things showed up at the table. We have papadam and then like a coldy papadam. It looks really, really interesting.
I love how there's so many textures to throw in here with everything. I'm gonna try this. I think it looks very interesting. It crackles like it's just a puff of air, but it also looks like a little bird's nest. It's pretty dang cute. Okay, I'm dipping this in here.
This kind of looks like funnel cake, or even a little bit like jalebi when it hits the oil. You know, it's got the same kind of shape, but I can tell that this texture is gonna be really, really good. I like that a lot. This almost could just be like a snack. I can imagine like having a thumbs up or a Coke and some of this and just like going to town, eating snacks at midnight while I'm editing. This is really good actually. So one thing that I'm learning about home cooked versus like at a restaurant is it's simpler, but the taste isn't simpler. Like after having this chole, I feel like other choles I've had, even though I've absolutely loved them, I feel like they were trying too hard. Like they're trying to put too much into it to make it taste different. But the truth is, the simple ingredients by themselves are absolutely the best when you let the ingredients shine. And so that's what I'm picking up here tonight, is that restaurants try really hard to throw in all these bold flavors, but the original, authentic, real Indian flavors is all that it needs. They're so good.
So this is a chicken curry with Indriani rice, and I am so stoked about this. I'm trying to get a chunk of the rice with some of the curry on it. It's falling apart though. Oh gosh. This reminds me of home cooking for sure.
So I'm fascinated by this rice. Almost all the rice that we've had in the past has been basmati. It's not as sticky as this rice. This almost reminds me of like a Thai sticky rice a little bit right off the bat. But I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot better than that. This looks incredible. I am just gonna mix a little. Wow. The rice is so much softer. It holds that gravy so well. It almost sucks it in and absorbs it. I am a big fan of this.
I love how the rice just holds in the curry. It's like they're married perfectly together. Definitely a match made in heaven. This again is so fresh, but it also tastes like a hearty dish that you would want on a cold day.
I wasn't sure what to expect with the rice. Would it just taste the same? No, it doesn't. This is super interesting. It's very, very different. It has some of the best flavor of any rice that I've ever had with curry. This is a new experience and I am absolutely loving it.
I almost forgot about the chicken because the curry is so good, but let's get a big bite of this chicken. That's really good. That holds in the seasoning so well. The curry really just wraps around it. Man, this is delicious. This is something I would eat with a serving spoon so that I could get as much in my mouth as possible. It's so good.
The curry though, it's the real star. It's got some heat that sneaks up on you. Like, it's pranking you. It's waiting around the corner. You're like, oh, I'm okay. And then you walk around, it's like, ooh, here I am. I'm gonna scare you. Except it's not scary. It's absolutely delicious. And then, again, this rice, when you pair it and the flavors of the chicken with the rice and the different textures that you get, it's tender, but it's just so unique and delicious. I feel like I've had a lot of curry at this point. This is the most unique and one of the best curries I've ever had.
They overheard what I said and brought me a serving spoon, so I am going for it. So good. So good. Even a bite that big, you don't even have to chew. It just kind of falls down your throat. I feel like I should be getting in trouble right now because I know I'm not eating like a lady, but I don't even care. This is so good.
Now it's time for dessert, and I don't know what to choose here. We have ras malai and we have gulab jamun. It looks so good. I'm going gulab jamun first. It's nice and perfect. Yeah, very good. This may be the best gulab jamun I've had.
These little gulab jamun look perfect. A lot of times when we see them, they're much bigger. Bigger does not mean better. Let's see what this is like. Oh.
It's really, really tender. It's absolutely full of juices. This is like a gusher. You bite into this one and it is just unloading into your mouth. It is so good.
This is something I would have with coffee or chai in the morning. It's so good. Delicious.
I love that. The texture of that is seriously better than any gulab jamun I've had. Really, really good. And now I'm gonna try ras malai. Wow, that's different. It's sweet, but it's almost more creamy than it is sweet. The texture is kind of cool, squishy. It's really delicious. It's interesting. It's not quite what I expected, but it's really good. It's even better than I thought it would be.
No, it's ras malai. I'm really excited about it. There's like kind of smelling saffron. There's pistachio in there that you can see. It's creamy. I'm so excited.
You going 2 for 1?
This is like spongy. You close your mouth and it just dissolves into the cream. This is amazing. This is so good. I love how creamy, milky it is. It's not super thick. The texture on this though is really, really interesting because it literally just dissolves in your mouth. It's so good.
Again, kind of the same as a gulab jamun as far as when you bite it, it just bursts in your mouth. Really, really good.
I was so amazed at that ras malai, and then this came out as a surprise because they know I love mango. This is shrikhand. Am I saying that right? I hope so. It looks like margarine. It does not smell like margarine. It has like a fresh kind of sweet smell. Wow. I've never had anything like this.
Wow. Man, that is so fresh. It's thick. It's almost like cake batter, cookie dough kind of thick, but the flavor is like straight up mango.
It tastes like very, very fresh mango. It's making me drool while I'm talking and puckering up my lips a little bit because it's like maybe a tiny bit sour, but very sweet all at the same time.
It's kind of a mix between like yogurt, custard, ice cream, all of it together. But the mango flavor is so strong and so pronounced that it is just one of the most refreshing, delicious things I've ever had as far as like a dessert goes. Like it's almost like melted ice cream, except not too runny. It has incredible flavor though. I really, really like this.
I don't understand how this happens. It looks like margarine, but tastes like I just pulled a mango from a tree and just took a big bite into it. And the juices are just pouring all over my mouth.
So we're about to end the night with pan. This is our very first time trying pan. This is very, very exciting. We've seen it so many times, but we've just never had the opportunity to do it. So this is cherry chocolate almond pan. And it's good for clearing the palate at the end of the night, a little digestion. So cheers.
It's fresh.
Wow.
Tastes like incense in my mouth. tastes like roses also.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste the cherry. The chocolate is very subtle.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that the chocolate is there because otherwise it might be too strong. You know, it's super good, but it's very strong. It's got a very distinctive taste to it. But once you throw in the cherry, the chocolate, the crunch of that almond, that kind of distinctive spice taste really melds together and becomes this delicious thing. I understand the clearing the palate thing. It ends almost with like a minty type flavor.
Like a bang.
Yeah, it's now that I've finished chewing it and some of those flavors have kind of calmed down a little bit, it's very pleasant, very minty, very delicious.
It's really good. It's like the end of the night after party dance, like the last one, where it's just like bam, and then everything's very chill. It's so nice. I like it.
I do too. That was we should have tried that a long time ago. That was really, really good.
We ended the night with beautiful gifts, lots of pictures, and even a runway show by Joy. Wow. Looking very nice.
All right, guys, so that is it. That is the end of our first home-cooked meal in India, and it was spectacular. We were so humbled by the experience. They were such incredible people. The gifts, all of the kindness, and the food. Oh my gosh, the food.
All made with love.
Yeah.
This was amazing. We tried not to have any expectations when we go into a new experience, but this far exceeded everything we could have imagined. We just feel so blessed and so honored, and we're so thankful for all of you. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and we will see you next time.